Hi, I hope you're having an amazing day. So what we're doing today is ranking my foundations, and I have another video like this. I have ranking my mascaras video, and that one was another great one. If you want to watch that, that's going to be linked down below. This is the second time that I'm filming this just because I had my hair down and it's just way too hot. The door was closed, it's too hot in here, and I really wanted to wear this shirt because it's really cute. So let's get into it. Of course, this one's gonna be just like the other one, so it's gonna have three parts to it. First part is ranking my foundations, then it's gonna be my honorable mentions, and this one's gonna have a little twist, and we'll get to that when we get to that section of the video. And the third one is on the shopping list, foundations that I want to purchase and that I've been eyeing out for a while. And for the first part, we're gonna have three sections. The mess section, which don't look good on my skin, I just don't like, they're just meh, and I just kind of forget about them. Okay is like, it's okay, it's not the greatest, not the best. And then the yes section, which is the great ones, the top dogs in my foundation collection. So if you are interested, just keep on watching. So the only one in the matte category is this Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the matte in Poreless, and I have mine in 322 Warm Honey. This one's $3.99 at Target if you're interested. I'm sure you've seen it around. I just do not like this situation. I do have just a little left. This is a product in my project pan, in my Inside Out project pan. If you are interested in that, that's also going to be linked down below. But I just have a hard time reaching for it. I'm almost done with it because this one wasn't mine. My sister actually gave it to me because she didn't want it anymore, and thankfully it's like my perfect skin shade, like my perfect shade, and I used to wear it all the time. I did pick it as like my fear product because it's just one that sometimes looks good, and then there's days where it just looks super oily on me and I just do not like my skin that day, like horrible skin day. It's not super expensive, but this is just one that I don't really care for anymore, and I want it out of my collection, and I know that I'm not going to repurchase. So this one's the only one in my matte category for my foundations. So next we're going to okay category, foundations that are just okay, that kind of forget about sometimes. And the first one in this one is the LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation, and this one is in Warm Honey as well. And this one will retail for $7.19 at Walmart, but I found it in places for much less, so do your research. This is one that, you know, it comes with a pump. I really like how the packaging looks and everything. It's really cute. I used to rave about this all the time. I love how it like goes on the skin. It looks really nice. It's definitely like full coverage if you build up. And I don't know, it just looks yellow on my skin. I just don't like that the color selection, like their shade selection doesn't have one for my skin tone that looks perfect, you know. And that kind of deters me from it because I don't want to look yellow. Like I notice a difference in my skin on days when I wear this, and I just look a little off. I just don't reach for it. I think it's the color for me, and also the formulation, like it doesn't really keep me matte for a long period of time. Yeah, so this one's the first one in the okay category. The next one in this section is this Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse foundation, and this one's in 303 True Nude. These do retail for $4.99 at Target. This one is definitely super matte. It's definitely like super like a moussey formula. It kind of reminds me of the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, how it's like heavy if you like apply too much, and it does have like this little situation, which is okay. I really like the packaging. I love how you could kind of take it to travel with you because it can't break or anything. I don't know, I just haven't recently I've been trying to get more into it just so I could kind of get rid of it sooner, but I just don't like having like a heavy foundation on my skin, which is why I stopped purchasing the Tarte one. Definitely mattifies your skin. Like whenever I wear this, if you wear like a mattifying primer and a mattifying powder, definitely you're gonna see like it mattifies, and it would mattify so much that my skin would look like super like dry. I just didn't like the look with that, so I have been trying a more natural finish primer, and I've been kind of liking it, so I'll keep trying it, but for now it's still in my okay section. So now we're going to yes foundations. Those are foundations that are my favorite, that I always reach for, and oftentimes I have trouble like picking between the two in this category. The first one is the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Wear Foundation. This one is in $4.90, and it is Golden Amber. Such a beautiful foundation. I've heard so many people raving about this, and I never really like bit the bullet. I had like tried to shade match myself in the store. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work for my skin type, but I love the array of shades that they offer with this foundation line, and I really love the formula. It's so good. I definitely recommend you check it out. These do retail for $8.99 at Target. I don't know if I already said that, but I have found it at places for much less. Like, I suggest with any product, just go to Google and type in the name and the prices pop up there. So I would say do your research with anything that you purchase, because there is always somewhere where you could buy it for cheaper. This is so amazing. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend you do. Such a great, like, holy grail foundation. I really love this foundation. I'm so glad that I finally purchased it. It's just really good, and I'm so happy that it's in my collection. I love the packaging. It's not like cheapy. Like, I really love like that they made this red. I love the pump, especially like it's the little details, and I love just like everything about it. This is one that I definitely love using. And the last one in this Yes category is my Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, and this one is in Sand. And this one's such a perfect match for me as well. My sister actually wears the same shade as me, and we bought these together, I believe. Such a great foundation. This does retail for $36 at Sephora. This is one that you can't really find for cheaper. You know, it just costs $36, but it's such a great foundation, especially if you have oily skin. It is like a pump, which is amazing, and you like pump it out. It is more like of a liquidy formula, like liquidy consistency, so like if you put it in your hand it will drip, but it's so good and so like easy to blend out on the skin. It definitely is long wearing. I'm sure it does last 14 hours because it's just so good. There's days where me and my sister would like be amazed because we would wear it the whole day, and honestly our faces will look matte, like still matte, but not like the Rimmel one. It's just like matte, but like a healthy matte and not oily at all. It's just so good. I definitely recommend this. If you have oily skin, you definitely need to try this, but if not, the L'Oreal one will also do the same job. I don't know how long that one wears for, but yeah. So this one is the last one in the Yes category. So now we're moving on to honorable mentions, and for this category, remember, if you watch my mascaras, ranking my mascaras one, I had an honorable mention section. For this one, we're doing the not so honorable mentions, because I noticed that a lot of foundations that I used to have, I just didn't like them because I usually repurchase the ones that I really love. So the first one in this section is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and I will put a picture if you haven't seen that, but it's been around for quite a while. Those retail for $39. And what I put is just, it's so thick. For like, as a comparison, the Rimmel one is like a mousse. That's exactly how the other one is, the Tarte one. I feel like first of all, I never had my like right shade for it, so I always was orange, and so I had like a completely off shade. I did get shade matched at Sephora, and I don't know why I kept wearing it, but I was orange for years because I was using the foundation. But not just that, it was just super thick and super heavy on the skin, but it was definitely mattifying. Like, if you need a full coverage mattifying foundation, it definitely is. I just don't like it. It's like you could get mattifying, but with a more comfortable formula, and that one just wasn't it for me. The next one in this is one that I actually found today. I still have it. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I never found my right shade with this foundation because I am not the greatest at shade matching myself. Now I would say that I'm a little better, but back then, like, this is kind of old. First of all, like, we don't like this situation. Like, what is that? It looks like super clumpy. I've had it for years as well, and it does smell kind of weird. These do retail for $2.39 at Target if you are interested. Of course, like, do your research because I know there's places that have it for more. This is just one that I never really liked. It is like super lightweight on the skin. I just didn't like how it blended out. Like, it was just too lightweight. I don't know if it's like medium coverage or something, but I really love the packaging and everything. I don't know about the spatula. I mean, I guess that makes it easier to put on and stuff. I don't know, I just never got on with this foundation, and I don't like how it looked on my skin. I don't feel like this is mattifying at all. I know there's a lot of people that still rave about it, but for me, not the greatest foundation in the world. The next one is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and this one I had it in Sand. I did purchase this off of Hush back then when Hush was around. I don't have it anymore. This did retail for $6.99 at Target if you wanted to get your hands on it. And for this one I said meh. Like if I still had it, I would put it in my meh category. I felt like that formula, for some reason, like I feel like it would burn my face, so whenever I would put it on and I would blend it out, I would feel like this like sensation, like burning. So I don't know if it was something with the formula and my skin, like that didn't go together well. But ever since like I noticed that, I never really reached for it anymore, and I believe I threw it away because it just yeah, so I didn't like it. It was not matte, and like I said, it made my face kind of burny and like itchy. The next one on the list is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD foundation, and that is one that I actually gifted my sister because I didn't want mine anymore. I feel like I just didn't like it. I didn't like the foundation. Like there was days where it would look good, but then there's days when it wouldn't, and I just hate the inconsistency and stuff, so I gave it to her. But if you did want to purchase it, it does cost $10.98 at Walmart. And then some other ones that I didn't write on my list but that I found are these like CoverGirl. My grandma loves going to this like random place, and she always like comes back with random stuff. I can't even tell you how many stuff she like pops out with, because she always visits this man, basically having like a large yard sale of just random stuff, and she always goes there and she purchased foundations because she knows that I love makeup and stuff. But unfortunately, like, she doesn't know how to shade match either, because I'm neither of these shades. Like, this is way too light, this is too dark, and both of them are more luminous than anything. And I did try to like mix them together. They're just too luminous, and they are definitely not for my skin type. So if you were wondering about these CoverGirl ones, yeah, no, it's, well, not for me, because they're just way too luminous. Like, I would look super shiny even if I would pack on like powder and stuff. Yeah, the last one in here is this Mary Kay Time Wise Luminous Wear foundation. It says Luminous Wear. It was given to my grandma and she didn't want it, so she gave it to me. The shade match is off. It kind of has like the same packaging as the Rimmel one, and it is like definitely super luminous on the skin. I have tried to make it work, but this is definitely not for my skin type and stuff. And this one's in beige 7. I don't know how much these retail for, but definitely not for me. I just don't reach for those anymore. I don't know what to do with them. I might just toss them because they're not getting used. But now we can go into the shopping list. So in this category we have 4 foundations that I actually want to purchase, hopefully in the near future. And the first one on this list is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This one does retail for $46. I've just heard so many people rave about this, and I did read on the website that it is a natural finish, and it claims that it's good on all types of skin, oily, normal, and dry skin. So that one's definitely on my wish list. The second one on the list is Juvia's Place, the I Am Magic foundation. That one retails for $20, and that's a more newer foundation. It's such a cute like little packaging. It kind of reminds me of the Rimmel one. It's like a squeezy thing, and that one definitely intrigues me. I heard that it's amazing. Like, it's just matte, and that's just kind of what I look for in a foundation. I don't know if I've watched some reviews on it, but I haven't really paid attention. I do want to go back and check just so I don't like waste my money. I mean, $20 is still a lot. So yeah, that one's definitely on the shopping list. And number 3 is Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. That one I've heard a lot of great things about. That one does retail for $12, and I have seen it at Ulta, but I don't know, a lot of people have to mix shades, so that one's like one that I've been eyeing out, but I don't know if I'm gonna get, because just like nobody has like their perfect shade. I keep seeing people mix them and stuff. I don't know. But the last one on the list is the Uoma new like brand at Ulta, and that's the Uoma Beauty Say What foundation. That one retails for $39. Another one that I've heard people rave about and stuff, that it just looks amazing and like all these claims. And I don't know if that one, I think that one's for oily skin as well. I don't know, I'll have to do research. But that's the last one on the list, and we made it to the end. Let me know if you own any of those foundations that are on my shopping list. I really do want to get them, so I don't want to really like go out and waste my money if they're not as great as people say and stuff. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say about them if you own them. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming this for you today. The items that I talked about, all of the categories and foundations that I talked about, names and prices will be down below if you are interested in looking at those, as well as some videos from last week I uploaded will be in the description box below if you want to give those a watch. I upload every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every other Sunday if you are interested in sticking around. If you want to follow me on my Instagram journey, I'll have my Insta handle right here. I post a lot of finds and makeup shots and stuff. I am gonna like revamp my page just because I finished my liquid lipstick lottery, so I have like this whole section where I could just do whatever I want. So that's gonna be really interesting and it would be amazing. It's a lot of fun over there, so if you want to come join us, that would be great. I did want to mention, because I forgot to mention in Tuesday's video, that I actually found my red lip liner, and it is the LA Girl one. I'll put a picture of it. I found it. I had mentioned it in my Happy Birthday Lucy Ball video that I posted last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago or something. I said that I lost it, that I probably like grew legs and walked away, but it was actually in my lip liner thing. Like, it was there this whole time, but I had turned it around the other way, so like the tip of the eyeliner has the shade. I had turned it the other way, so I had no idea that it was like right there. It was right in plain sight this whole time. So just so you guys know that I solved the mystery of the lip liner. And if you could like and subscribe, of course you don't have to, you are your own person and you make your own decisions, but it wouldn't hurt to give this video a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.